Hello students, today we will continue with the chapter which was going on linear equations. In the last class I told you that linear equations in two variable is of the form ax plus by is equal to c, and here a, b and c are real numbers. System of linear equations. It can be divided into two categories. First is consistent system and second is inconsistent system. So what is consistent system? If any system has at least one solution, then it is a consistent solution. Solution means answer. You get something. For the variables, you get the value. That is the solution. Now, inconsistent solution, if the system of equations has no solution, then it is a inconsistent system. So if you don't get the values for x and y or z variables, then it is a inconsistent system. Now the system a1x plus b1y is equal to c and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. These are the two linear equations. Suppose these are two linear equations. So now if these linear equations have a1 upon a2, means the constant part of the first equation with the x is a1 and the constant part of the second equation with the x is a2. So a1 upon a2 constant part is not equal to b1 upon b2. b1 is the constant part of the first equation with the y and b2 is the constant part of the second equation with y. So if b1 upon b2, so if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then we get a unique solution. Unique solution means single solution, one solution. Means there are not infinite number of solutions. Single answer. Now, if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, if these are all equal, then infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions means many solutions, you cannot count them. And if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, means the third term is not equal. First two terms are equal as it was equal in the infinite solution. But the difference between the infinite solution and the no solution is that c1 upon c2 is not equal for the case of no solution. But for infinite solution, c1 upon c2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to a1 upon a2. Now coming to the graphs of the linear equations which you have considered earlier, a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. So what will be the graph? If the graphs are parallel, then the system has no solution. Suppose if for the system of equation you get the graph like this parallel to each other, then what will be consequence? That the system of equation has no solution, because sometimes in questions it is asked from the graph what can you figure out, whether the system of equations has no solution or infinite numbers of solutions or unique solution. So only by merely seeing the graph how can you find out that the system of equations has a unique solution or no solution or infinite number of solutions. So if the graph, if the system of equations, you see, if the graph are parallel to each other, if the if the graph made by the two linear equations are parallel to each other, then the system of equations has no solution. Now the system of equation will be coincident if the graph is coincident, means falling on, overlapping on each other. Means if you make a graph from a certain equation, and again from second equation you also make the graph, then it falls on that only, means coincident. So if the graph is coincident, then the system has infinite number of solutions, because now uh, these all points will be the solutions. But if they are parallel, then no solution, means no common. But if they intersect, if the graphs intersect, then the system has unique solution. At the point where the intersection is there, then it's a unique solution. Now we'll solve the two equations, 3x plus 2y is equal to 4 and 8x plus 5y is equal to 9. Suppose these are the two equations. Now how to solve a set of linear equations? First of all, we will eliminate any variable. You can eliminate any one. You can eliminate the x variable also and y also. But now at present in this question we are going to eliminate x. So how will eliminate the x? We make the coefficients of x equal in both the equations. These two equations, we make them equal. So how we will make equal? See here, if in the first equation you multiply 8 and this second equation you multiply 3. So what become? It becomes 24. It also becomes 24. So generally what we see, whatever coefficient is there here, we multiply that here, and the coefficient and the constant term of here we will multiply here. So what we written, 8 in bracket, what you have written like this whole equation, here 3 and whole equation. So 8 these are 24x plus 16y and 8 4s are 32. Here 3 8s are 24x plus 3 5s are 15y is equal to 3 9s are 27. Now subtracting, what we will do? We will subtract, then only this term will be removed. So 24x and minus 24. When you will subtract, you put the minus sign here, below the all the terms. So this will become 0. 16y minus 15y is equal to 1y. 1, no need to write. Now 32 minus 27 is 5. So y is equal to 5 you get. Now putting y is equal to 5 in equation 1. You can put in any equation. So now putting in equation 1, 3x plus 2y is equal to 4. So 3x plus 2y. What is y? 5. 2 5s are 10 is equal to 4. So 3x is equal to 4 minus 10. This plus 10 will go here. It's 4 minus 10. Now 3x is equal to 4 minus 10 is equal to minus 6. X is equal to minus 6 upon this 3 will come down. So 3 2 ja 6 minus 2. So what is the solution set? X is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. So this is the solution set. In Cartesian, first we will write the x coordinate and then we write the y coordinate. So x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. So this is how we have to solve this. Solve the linear equations. Today I told you how to solve the linear equation. In the next class I will tell you about few more questions relating to it, and you can give your queries on the comment section. If you require any problems related to any topic with the math or physics or any subject, you can ask it to me on the comment section, and you please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.